Hey, NextGen Family Business leaders. Today I'm going to talk about 5 tips for hiring. Now, these are golden tips that I've gotten from my years of experience in hiring. And believe me, I have interviewed more than, give or take, 500 to 600, anything between 500 to 600 prospective candidates for my family business. And these are the 5 things, very easy, simple rules that worked, and I think you can take away from this. So I'm going to refer to my notes, and also these notes are right from my projects program, which I'll talk about later. But alright, so 5 tips for hiring. Number 1, we got to create an employee brand. Now, what does an employee brand means? Why should they work for you? What is special about your company that they should work for you? How is your company different from all those companies in your industry, in the market, that they should work for you? Now, there are tips and tricks. There are certain easy things to create an employee brand. One of them is good social media presence. One of them is a kick-ass website. So basically, when the prospective candidate Googles your company name, what shows up? Because that's, be honest, what do we look at to look at someone's or to check on someone or some company? We Google them and we see the reviews. So create an employee brand. Second thing that I would like you to work upon, and this is again before you hire a person, and even in fact before you even start looking to hire a person, is be clear on their role clarity. So get a pen and paper, write down the top 5 tasks or the top 5 responsibilities that you would like this particular person to fill in your organization, and what are the kind of results that you are expecting them to produce in the company. Okay, sorry about that notification. So number three is, okay, now this was designed after, I brought in this point after I saw how a lot of questions are repetitive in nature when I meet someone for an interview. So we designed a test. We designed a very basic, simple test on Google Forms, and this test consists of all the repetitive questions that you find yourself asking certain candidates. Now, these could be questions about your industry, these could be questions about a certain technical data about your product that you expect the candidate to know, whoever fulfills on this position. So how about you just give them a test, and based on their result of the test, you already know what is the level of the candidate, and if you would be interested in meeting them, or your manager would be interested in meeting them or not. Saves you some time, saves your manager some time, and obviously saves the candidate a lot of time. So number 4, that's when you end up meeting the candidates. So this is a huge filtering mechanism where of 10, maybe 3 or 4 fulfill on the criteria, and then you meet them. Now, once you meet them, go with the regular script or regular introduction, and shortlist the candidate. Always call them after shortlisting. Call them for a round 2. Never shortlist a candidate at the first go. In round 2, you call them for certain documents, for certain proofs in terms of their education, in terms of their certification, and be very strong as far as documentation is concerned. And I'll tell you why you have to be strong as far as documentation is concerned, because of point number 5. Point number 5 is, once you've hired the person, I highly recommend getting a background verification done. Now, a typical background verification checks their background in terms of their certificates and degrees are in line with what they have shared with you. They have no criminal cases or any court cases going on, that they have not disclosed to you. And also maybe, if they have another source of income, maybe working in another business. And so these are all cases that we have experience in my family business. There was a candidate, gentleman, who joined us. Later we found out he had a couple of criminal court proceedings against him, and we found that out because he used to be absent a lot, and obviously his manager was covering for him, and this was like a decade back. But obviously, everything is either a lesson and we learn from those lessons, and this is why I create this content to share whatever I've learned, whatever systems I've made, and whatever's worked for me in my family business, how I can share with you and save you time, energy, effort, and money. Thank you for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you in person someday. Bye.